Hello. I'm sorry I can't be with you tonight, but I thought I'd do you a quick video clip about what I'm going to pack and take with me. There are a few things that only the leaders require, but other things that everyone will need. First of all, the pack. I'm going to be taking this pack. It has a frame on it. You possibly can see the frame comes through from the back. And that's useful, I find, to carry a map in, but it gives you ventilation on your back if it's hot. There are other types of ventilation. This is called Airscape by Osprey, and this is a slightly smaller rucksack. I could take that, and you might have seen me walking with this one. This is my sort of everyday rucksack. So to start off with, firstly, what I'm wearing a cotton t-shirt. Now I could wear a technical t-shirt, and I might well do so if the weather is very hot, but I find walking in a cotton t-shirt very comfortable. I've got shorts on at the moment and socks, but I do have, these are cut-off shorts, so I do have the legs that might be useful if the weather turns very cold. I can put them on over my boots, and so it's easy to apply them. So for as far as the packing is concerned, this is a 22 litre rucksack, 25 litres also you can buy. It has a very useful pocket at the bottom that zips open, but they don't have to have that to have comfort. In here already I have a 1.8 litre hydration pack. You can see the tube here, and that is already packed in its special pouch. What I tend to take with me is also a dry bag. This one is more than 20 years old. It still works very well. And into the dry pack I will put all the things that need to stay dry. So first of all, I'll put the base of those shorts in and a spare pair of socks. I'll also put my foil blanket, which I tend to keep in a little bag because otherwise it comes unravelled. Put those in there. And then I have a thin top, which is possibly what I'll be starting to walk in. It's a thin technical top, but that will go in next, along with my fleece. So that's a fleece top, and I'll put that in the bag now. In this bottom part, I will have my waterproof trousers because they're then easily accessed, and I can zip up the zipper. Because I have a survival bag, and you can buy them in any sort of shop, I will put this behind my dry bag in the rucksack because it doesn't need to stay dry. In addition, I have a beanie. This hat is my safari hat, and it will go on the outside of my rucksack. It's easily attached to the outside of the rucksack. Next I'll have a map, and that's an OS map of the area, and that also goes in the dry part of the bag. I navigate on my phone now. I have OS maps on my phone, so it's essential that I actually have a pack to keep it in and keep it dry, and that I will have around my neck or my body, so they don't have to go in the rucksack. I have a memo pad, blank sheets of paper, along with a pen and pencil and a couple of safety pins, and I also have a compass. Now if you haven't used a compass, then really it's not necessary to use the compass or have one. Navigation on your phone will probably be okay, but make sure you have enough power. I have 2 battery packs to supplement the power that I will have on my phone, and of course these go into the dry part of the rucksack. I have some hand gel that doesn't need to be kept dry, and then we come on to the other things. Packet of tissues, suntan lotion can live in the pocket on the outside, as can the tissues, but remember they will get wet if it starts to rain. And I usually take my sandwiches in a sandwich box because there's nothing worse than squash sandwiches. Food is really up to you. I've got a pack of dried fruit as well. They don't have to live in the dry part. If I start struggling with what's in there, then they could come out. But I have some oat bars which will need to be kept dry. So that can all go into the bag, zip it up, and then we start looking at what's on the outside. If I don't wear my waterproof, which incidentally has my gloves in them, and it also has lip salve which has a factor on it, then I will attach this around the outside of my rucksack. It's really because the 22 litre rucksack won't take a dry jacket inside it. It lives much better on the outside. And also attached to the outside can go my hat, again on these little buckles. You could always pin it to the outside. Just to something worth noting, no rucksacks are actually waterproof. You'll need to have something inside, and a plastic bag is just as good to work. Finally, I have an extra litre of water, which I will put inside the rucksack on top of the dry bag, so it's not inside the dry bag, just in case it leaks. You could take an additional bottle on the outside of the rucksack, and I have something spare here, which I'll probably put my sunglasses into, which I should have, but I can't find them at the moment. And finally, I have some walking poles. These will attach to this rucksack. Not all rucksacks have this ability. I'll just place them into the strap as well. And they should stay there reasonably easily once I manoeuvre them into place, so that I can walk with them on the rucksack rather than my hands. And they're collapsible walking poles. You won't be able to take those on the plane. You will need to put those in the van before. And this is the rucksack, fully loaded. In addition, there is a whistle. Now I have this whistle attached to the rucksack, and I place it in one of the side pockets. This version of rucksack actually has a whistle on one of its straps. If I can find it. It's a cross strap, and this is a little whistle there to attract attention. Finally, my boots. Obviously I'm going to be wearing my boots, so I don't need to pack them. Please will you scrub them off of any excess mud. We shouldn't be transporting around earth from one part of the country to another, and so they just a light scrub, so they don't have to be perfectly clean. So I think I'm ready to go. Thank you for your attention. Bye. I'll see you up in Ben Nevis.